Midlife
Midlife spices.
spices.
We're in Daphne, Camden town.
So this is a restaurant that my friend discovered for us, and of course there are a lot of like great restaurants in London, but this is like one of the hidden gems that I'm even like contemplating, like should I tell in this video, because I want to almost like keep it secret for myself. So it's an authentic, like a family-run Greek restaurant in Camden Town, and it's got like really nice menu without being excessively expensive. It's quite okay in price,
Okay.
and yeah.
Wow, what is that?
So that is the olives from Kalamata olives, I think,
Okay.
and they have like different lunches, like depending on the day. There are like special lunches, and also like some fixed menu that they always have, and that's a bit of like a bit of Greek mythology there. But who is Daphne? And the atmosphere of the restaurant is like just really beautiful, and like nicely done as well, so which makes it quite a pleasant place to like have a date, romantic date, whether during the daytime or nighttime.
Yeah, it's very relaxing
So
and comfortable, looks
yeah,
like.
yes, it's beautiful. Like I like it. I think it's quite elegant. Definitely not an embarrassing place to. There you go, octopus, big octopus leg. I don't
Wow.
know if it's everybody's thing,
I
and
didn't know
like
that they eat
some
octopus.
really nice. Yeah, they do. Yeah, yeah. Actually, the food, I just realized that Greek food is very similar to Southern Italian food, and like, of course, my husband, coming from Southern Italy, just totally
Okay.
loves it too, and me too. I think it's wonderful. And yes, that's the wine that they recommended us. And the staff are very friendly. You know, you can tell that they really love their job, and it's just like a really nice. So every single thing that we ordered that day, like there's fish and like I think
Steak.
that was liver. Yeah, that was calf liver steak, and the rice was also nice. Oh, look at him. He's drinking this grape-based alcoholic drink, and it's
Oh,
very strong.
so
It's
it's not wine.
something like it's not wine. So it's made from grape. I guess like I can only compare it to like Italian things because I know it. Like it's similar to this liquor called grappa.
Okay,
It's
okay.
very, very strong. Oh, and then like here is like Emirates cable car, the Emirates Airline cable car. So obviously it's sponsored by that airline, and only with £4 you can like get on that, and it's a nice view. It's also another nice thing to like go on a date. And oh, London Chinatown, of course, like of course, like you can go and see a show like in West End. And then like you can have like a pre-theater dinner or like post-theater dinner, because Chinatown is like right next to it, and it's always a nice place to go. And
Okay.
so it's just like fun to like stroll around. So all these places are like some of the nice places for the first date, or second or third or whatever, right? I mean, London is full of like nice dating spots, and you can always find something new to do, like you just kind of Google up maybe time out London, or things to do today or something. You'll always find something. These are a few things that you can think about. I mean, can always do like the touristy things, and surprisingly it's like a lot of Londoners, people who live in London, don't necessarily have gone to like all these touristy places. And it's nice to kind of say to your date, like have you ever gone to the London side, for example, and say, well, if you haven't, like let's do it for the first time together. So in
But
fact, actually,
yeah.
me and my husband did it. Yeah, on
Oh,
our
yeah.
first date. We went to
Oh,
London
okay.
side. Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I actually noticed that the Chinatown in London is actually
Yeah.
pretty clean compared to some other countries like US. Their
Are you
Chinatown tend to be,
serious?
yeah, it's actually a lot unclean compared to London. I think it's quite nice and tidy.
Ah, yeah, I guess so. You're right. Actually, this area is always clean. I don't know if it's because of the COVID period and there's less people, but
Oh,
yeah, you
that
are
makes
right. Like
sense.
in this picture, it's really clean. Yeah.
Oh, so it's not
But
usually
generally
as clean
speaking,
as this?
I think generally central London is always, I think the government put a lot of effort into like, cleaning up the places. So they're usually quite looked after. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not even the main street of the Chinatown. I don't know if you remember, Siska, because you were here long, long time ago. And
Yeah.
if you remember the restaurant, okay, it's still there.
Okay. I vaguely remember all the restaurants here.
Oh my
So,
God, yeah.
and I didn't even visit Chinatown when the last time I
Hmm.
went there a few years ago.
Yeah. Oh, at the end of the street there, that is Burger Lobster right to the left of this alley.
Okay.
And Burger Lobster is not Chinese food,
Mm-hmm.
not at all. It's actually, I think it's Canadian or American, I can't remember. But it's
Okay.
one of, again, like my favorite spot to like eat. And it's also nice for dating, if you're not embarrassed to kind of like go with your hands like on the lobster.
Okay.
But it's the,
So
the one in
Chinatown,
Chinatown is like especially good for the service.
okay, so Chinatown doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily have all Chinese food, I guess. They're
No,
mixing
they
so
have like,
many.
yeah, they have like other types of Asian food as well, like Vietnamese and Japanese and Korean. They also have like a vegan restaurant, like in one corner. So there are quite a variety. I mean, of course, like the main street of the Chinatown has all the Chinese food mainly, you know.
Okay,
But
okay.
yeah, it's not only that. And Kew Gardens, yes, Royal Botanic Gardens is like a nice place to go for like a long date, I think.
Okay.
Say you wanna kind of like stroll around and have a relaxing time and have actually not too many activities so you can concentrate on your date and like talk and get to know each other. I think this is like, one of the best places to visit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Looks like it.
there it's so big that like you probably can't walk everything, in a day, or like if you do, it will be too exhausting or a bit too much. So
Okay.
it's something that you can repeatedly visit in different seasons, in the winter, in the summer, in the spring, and so on. Oh,
Okay.
and this is another thing, like there are so many art galleries and exhibitions going on in London. This is
Mm-hmm.
like what's her name?
Modern
Yayoi
art.
Kusama, yeah, that
Okay.
famous artist, yeah, modern art, and that's Jeff Koons exhibition.
Okay.
So all these things are also like a nice way to like go on a date, right, while doing something different and cultural, because you can walk and you can discuss, oh, what do you think of this, and you get to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
So this is another one, like Southend-on-Sea, is a hidden gem that's near enough to London, and it's a seaside, like a traditional British seaside resort.
Okay.
So a lot of people know Brighton. Oh yes, I know that you might be wondering why the cats, because this
Yeah,
is
why?
a cat cafe, Southend-on-Sea, and this
Oh,
is like
okay.
irresistible. Like lovers, I think it will make like a nice date as well, if you discover that like, oh, are you a cat person? Oh my God, like we should visit this, right? It's a nice way to like, start on a nice. Now it's your turn then. Yeah,
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
me about this place.
Okay, so I actually am going to share some of the destination for dating in Bali, because I happened to be there last year. So I guess it's going to be nice to share with the audience about these places. I was dating with my son because the trip
Mhm.
was with him. So you're going to see a lot of his picture there. Um,
Mm.
yeah, so this is Bebek Tepi Sawah, which is a restaurant in Ubud, Bali. It's very relaxing, romantic, and they're actually the
I
restaurant is
can see that.
actually
Yeah.
like in the middle of the garden, and next to the
Hmm.
place where you eat, they have a lot of things like not only garden but also rice fields. Of course, just a small portion in the middle. In the middle of the restaurant. So here we are walking through the restaurant. So they're actually kind of making the miniature of a rice field in the middle of the restaurant.
Oh, it's
As you can see,
beautiful.
yeah, Bebek Tepi Sawah
Yeah.
is actually Indonesian for uh, duck next to the rice field. So that's the name of the restaurant. Yeah,
it's definitely romantic, this place.
Mm-hmm.
It's scenic and it looks quiet.
Yeah.
And the food, how about the food? Is it great?
Oh, the food is wonderful. So you're combining both super good food and scenery. Maybe
and
not every.
Guess, like they serve duck, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
that's their main specialty.
As the name implies, right? That's their specialty.
Yeah. So as you can see there,
in the Bali style. Yeah.
You can either choose the setting in the middle of the like private location where you can see that there's like the heart-shaped place where you can sit and maybe propose to your loved one. So there's so many scenic and romantic spots that you can spot.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
This is a nice place to go. Yeah.
Have you been there?
You live in Bali, right? Yeah, I've been here actually. You have lived in Bali, right? Like,
yes.
I mean, from a local's perspective, like, is this place still a go-go, like for dating?
Maybe not for Balinese. I think this is more for tourists. Yeah, I think it's mainly because during the normal time, this place is a bit crowded, and the local don't necessarily find it to be very romantic to be with so many people. Although for tourists, they still
it's kind of like a must visit, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
If you're
you
a
really
tourist.
have to visit.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, as you can see, the place is
especially
quite big.
If it's your first time to Bali. Yeah.
Yep.
It's very big. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been there for forever. I think it's been there for more than 20 years. And the next one is Mosaic Ubud. This is like a fine dining spot in Ubud.
Cool.
They usually serve
beautiful.
A list of food that you can pick. You can only choose two lists from the menu
presentation.
Yeah, so they're basically
what's
cooking.
The pricing like?
You can either pick the one at around $100 US or $135 per person.
Okay.
So either 6
but it looks really fancy.
8 courses. Yeah. They're doing a lot of kind of shows in front of you that you can enjoy. They even put the ingredients on the side of the table to tell you what ingredients they're using on the food.
Cool.
Yeah, so these are the food that you can see there. Is mostly it's combination between Eastern and Western food.
Yes.
Yeah, the Eastern one is of course Indonesian.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah, this is real.
It's a must go for a foodie, isn't it?
Yep.
There are a lot of like these kind of fine dining in Bali these days, isn't it?
Yeah, there have been quite a lot because a lot of chefs, they're choosing Bali as the place where they open the restaurant. And this is Double Six. It's in Seminyak. It's a beachfront place where you can see the sunset with your, your husband, your wife, or your loved one. And this one here is actually at the top of the hotel in Seminyak. The name is the same as the beach, Double Six. As you can see there, the view is, breathtaking.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And the sunset there is like unbelievable. So a lot of people are spending time with their family here to see, particularly the sunset.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the seat looks comfortable as well.
Actually, this was the during COVID time, so the people are not so many. Usually it's going to be very crowded. They even have live music. They're singing Hotel California. I don't know why. I mean, it's a romantic place, but they're singing Hotel California, which is not a very romantic song. They're even wearing Indonesian
but I'm sure you can
textile.
They do. I'm sure you can request songs, right?
Yeah. I don't think we requested that song, but they say this is a good song. So it's kind of interesting. But they have pretty good voice. Yeah.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah.
What's that behind? What's going on behind that?
This just an indoor area, but it's very, very quiet, as you can tell, compared to usual time of the year. This is Tega
Okay.
Lalang, another place
Yeah.
in Ubud where you can see the rice field view, which is something
Oh,
quite big
wow.
in this area. Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of spots like this where you can have coffee or snack
Oh my God,
while
this is
watching
nice. Yeah.
wonderful view. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the food is actually well prepared. I mean, even though they're
Mm.
actually simple Indonesian food, like this one here, I think is lumpia, they call it. It's like egg roll.
Mm.
Yeah, so. Guys, thank you for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you on the next topic of our video.
So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this video for the midlife spices.
You don't yet know.
Next up is a topic on adult friendship, so stay in tune.